So you got a pile of firewood and you need to cover it up. Yeah, I know. When you split it and stack it in the spring, you want it out in the open. You want to make sure it has plenty of sunlight, plenty of airflow, so it dries quick and dries easy. I understand that. That's really important. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of firewood back here that I've got to get cut and split, and I've got probably twice that much down the woods we're going to be bringing up in the next few weeks. That also needs to be cut and split and stacked. So I'm going to be doing plenty of that. But this is my point. Once you get it stacked, at the end of summer, and I've got another video touching on this, different ways you can do it, but one thing I didn't touch on that I maybe should have touched on more, how you can DIY your own wood covers on the cheap. Maybe you're like me. Now see, I see other firewood channels that, I don't know, they've got plenty of money. They must have been pretty well off when they started the channel, and they've got, 150,000 subs, so they're making good money off the channel. They've got money to reinvest in equipment and stuff. I'm not like that. Like I said, I need you to give me likes, and I need you to sub if you haven't. Get your friends to sub. I need to get over 1,000 subs so I can start making money on this channel. I'm not making any money. Look at all the videos I've got. Just did them for free. Please help out if you can. But what I'm trying to do today is help those of us who don't have a lot of money to be able to keep their wood nice and dry until they're ready to burn it. Now, what are some things that you can do? Well, you can see here what I've done. First of all, that over there on that big pile back here, that's an old pool cover from when I lived in Florida. I never used the pool cover, but I kept it because it's a nice big heavy duty tarp. There it is. It's covering 1.5 cords of wood. It's big enough it'd cover 3 or 4 cords if I stacked them together in a square. Nice thing to cover with. And it was just sitting there, going to waste, really. What's something else that you can cover with? Well, if you happen to have something like this, old piece of plywood laying around, or OSB, doesn't have to be thick, doesn't have to be beautiful. Look at this crooked piece of junk. It's 3/4 inch though. Right now, all it's covering is the firewood that's in the trailer down there, but mind you, that's unsplit rounds, but they're still underneath there. And then over here, we've got pieces of plastic, flat, thin pieces of plastic from a demo that out of someone's house. They tore out an old shower or something. I'm not really sure what it was, but they're just thin sheets of plastic. I mean, you can see nothing fancy. Throw a little bit of weight on top of there. That wood stays dry as a bone down there, and it still gets airflow through there. That's what I'm using for this stack over here too. And that over there, that big heavy black tarp, that thing's actually 40 feet long and 10 feet wide. It's one of those billboard vinyls. And if you catch them when they're on sale, they're not too expensive. And man, are those things heavy duty. They're not like the Harbor Freight tarps. These things last for years. They're very heavy duty. That whole 40-foot tarp right there probably weighs 70 pounds when it's folded up. Something else that works real well. For 25 bucks, you can buy a 100-foot roll of black plastic at Walmart. And I say black, and it's important. Don't buy the clear. Don't buy the opaque. Don't buy the white. Don't buy black, because the other colors are not sunlight resistant. Black is sunlight resistant. 100 feet long, 9 feet wide for 25, 30 bucks. That covers a lot of wood. And something else that some people have mentioned in my comments section that I'm not using, but I do have, and I probably will be using in the future until I get my woodshed built. I'm hoping to get a woodshed right over here sometime before next fall. That's the plan. Whether it happens, well, who knows? With doctors and surgeries and cataracts and heart trouble, and who knows what I'll get done. But I'm going to do the best I can to have a woodshed over here by next winter. But if I don't, I'm going to try something that somebody mentioned, and I thought, that's brilliant. When they first said it, it's like, that is brilliant. It's cheap. Most anybody's got some laying around, unless they're the kind of person that just throws it away, which I'm not. But that's tar paper. It's 3 feet wide. It's perfect for covering a double stack and just barely covers over the edges, keeps the rain off the center of it and off the top of it. And it lets all that sunlight hit the front of it, lets the wind blow through. You just got to put stuff up there to keep it from blowing away. If it's not wide enough for your stack, put two pieces up there, overlap them in the middle. Nothing says you can't do that. There's a lot of different ways that you can cover up your wood and keep it dry without breaking the bank. And that's what I'm here to try to help you to do. Cover up your wood, keep it dry without breaking the bank. And something else too that you might be able to get if you live in the country, which most people who burn wood do, if you keep your eye on Facebook Marketplace, you'll find some of this stuff. Old barn tin. Yeah, it's got a few holes in it, but for the most part, it's going to keep your wood dry. And as a matter of fact, if you put that black plastic or the tar paper underneath this and then put weights on it, you don't have to worry about the plastic and the tar paper ripping to shreds and getting blown off. It'll be protected by this. So that's another option. There's a lot of options, a lot of things you can do. And I'm sure I haven't covered all of them. So if you've got one that you like to use, put it in the comments. I'd like to hear about it. Tell me what you do to keep your wood dry. Because once you get to the end of summer and fall comes, the rains start coming, the snow starts coming. If you don't cover that nice dry wood, it's like a sponge. It's going to soak that water right back up, and then you got a problem. So yeah, let me know what you think. We like comments too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time on Spring Holler Farm.